World records. Don't we all love it? World records inspire us to try harder and make more of ourselves. But in recent years, they have degenerated into freak shows, which are obscure records that few people remember, feats that have no serious bearing or advancing any aspect of our culture. In the end, they just give people dumb and really bad ideas to break the boredom. Hi everyone, in today's video we're going to be looking through top 10 stupid world records that nobody has bothered to try to break. But before we get started, consider subscribing to my channel and smash the bell icon to get tuned. Done? Alright, let's go. Number 10. Most live rattlesnakes in the mouth. Jackie Bibby holds the record as of 2009, having held 9 adult snakes by their nosy tails for 10 seconds. He then spat them out and ran away without being bitten. It goes without saying that if the snakes are rattling, they're not happy. The risk involved is obvious. The snakes don't care if you're breaking a record. Sooner or later, some psychopaths will try it out on black mambas. Why? Because they're famously deadly, of course. You can train almost any animal to be a bit tamer than it would be in the wild. But you must never forget that it is still a wild and unpredictable animal. And if it is just not in the mood to be around you, it may attack. Number 9. The largest plane eaten. This is also a record for the only plane eaten. Michael Lotito is a legend in the field of strange records and skills. He was able to chew almost anything and eat it. He demonstrated his ability to chew light bulbs, razor blades, glass bottles, and many other sharp, not so nutritious objects. He still had to eat normal food to live, and his hobby brought his teeth to the bumps. But he refused to stop. He was born with a stomach lining twice as thick as normal, so he did not die of peritonitis. His most famous exploit came in the 1990s when he spent 2 years eating a Cessna 150. He first had to break it with a hammer and acetylene torch and bolt cutters, but he bit most of the glass pieces right off the ground. Airplane, chew them and swallow them. He ran every single metal and glass part through his system as normal, including the engine. He even ate the leather upholstered seats and tires. But he died of natural causes in 2007 at the age of 57. Perhaps no one would dare try to eat a larger plane, but there are plenty of raisin cakes out there who think they might have what it takes to bite into a razor blade and swallow it harmlessly. Number 8. The furthest pulled by a car accident. We can blame the authors of a Guinness Book of Records as well as Dr. Eric Brader, as Matthew McKnight probably would have chosen not to participate if he had the choice. McKnight was struck by a car traveling 70 miles per hour on the night of October 26, 2001, outside of Monroeville, Pennsylvania. He had gotten out of his ambulance to help victims of another crash on Interstate 376 at the peak of a sharp curve, when another motorist ran the curve too quickly, found McKnight in his headlights, and was unable to stop quickly enough. McKnight was hit on the left side and thrown over the road, the median, the other road, and a chain link fence before landing like a rag doll in a freshly plowed cornfield. The impact shattered his pelvis, tailbone, and left leg, and the landing broke his right shoulder, dislocating both. He spent 2 weeks in a cast in intensive care and 80 days in rehab during this time. Brader, an ER doctor, brought his paperwork to sign, proving he was found 118 feet away from the point of impact. Number 7. More illuminated fireworks tied to the body. You don't get a nickname like the Village Idiot for no reason. Todd DeFazio enjoyed setting and breaking world records and is determined to set and break more. His stupidest display ever occurred on July 6, 2010, when he etched bottle rockets and Roman candles, 15 in all, around his clothed legs, chest, and bare head, and then lit them all at once. The fireworks were low-powered, and he did not lose any appendages or suffer any burns. Number 6. Fastest weight gained. This moronic record currently belongs to Donna Simpson from New Jersey, USA. She weighed 602 pounds in 2010 when she created a website where people could pay her money to watch her eat junk food. She decided to break the world's heaviest woman record in 2 years and ate 20,000 calories a day while moving as little as possible. Her only Christmas dinner in 2010 was 30,000 calories and consisted of 3 whole turkeys, 2 hams, a roast, and over 30 pounds of vegetables. Her goal weight was 1,000 pounds, and her weekly grocery bills ranged from $580 to $750. Who else could ever try that? Number 5. The fastest weight lost. Losing weight, preferably fast, is something we'd all like to do, and it's a healthy decision, but you shouldn't try to set a speed record in the process. Rosalie Bradford is legendary for her world record weight loss of 917 pounds in less than 3 years. She lost the first 420 pounds in the first year. She began her diet and exercise regimen following the personal advice of Richard Simmons, and at the time she weighed 1,199 pounds. She eventually reached a weight of 282 pounds, but she died at the ripe old age of 63 from heart failure. This is also what happened to Oliver Hardy of Laurel and Hardy, although she exasperated her poor health with cigarettes, and nobody has tried or bothered to break this record ever. Number 4. The heaviest car balanced on the head. John Evans from England is now famous for his balancing trick. He has set the record many times for balancing an entire car on his head for various lengths of time. His record is 33 seconds, and he's offering 1,000 pounds to anyone who can beat it. Money talks, yeah, and there are many people around the world trying to get over it. The car he held was a 352-pound Mini. Evans is 6 feet 6 inches tall, weighs 343 pounds, and has a 24-inch neck circumference. His neck strength is only key to his abnormal ability, but even if someone has a strong neck, a weight of the car can fracture their skull. Evans used a folded towel as a pad, but the slightest tip in any direction could bring the car down on top of him. Till now, nobody has broken this record. Number 3. The highest pool dive. Olivier Fabreau has dived from 177 feet above the surface of the water and currently holds the record for the highest pool dive. Dana Kunz, who is considered by many to be the greatest female diver of all time, set and broke the record multiple times, achieving a best of 172 feet. The diver climbs a wire ladder, jumps and performs flips and other stunts before landing feet first in the pool. Randy Dickinson broke his left leg from 174 feet 8 inches. The pool he jumped into was 15 feet deep, and he was still touching the bottom. All anyone would need to set this record is the stupidity required to jump off a roof. Alcohol could easily remove any acrophobia, and many people have died performing many dumb stunts. Number 2. Higher blood alcohol content. The record for the highest measured BAC is believed to belong to an unidentified man from Wrocław, Poland, who was fatally injured when he crashed his car head-on into a tree in 1995. There is very little information about him on the internet, but he was taken to the hospital, where the triage unit recorded a BAC of 1.48%. Death is possible in about 0.3%, while 0.08% is the legal limit for operating a motor vehicle in the United States. Death is likely at 0.5% BAC, and when the doctors saw the reading, they thought his equipment had malfunctioned. They ran the test 5 times, each time receiving the same number. The man died after 2 hours of exsanguination, but not alcohol intoxication. Isn't that mysterious? Number 1. Stronger kick to the groin. You're probably wondering, why would anyone in the world think this is a record that needs to be set? Kirby Roy is a high-ranking black belt or red belt in a discipline of karate that emphasizes ki fighting. Combat ki is not a mystery. Boxers are famous for their resistance to blows precisely because they endure them day after day for years. Soccer players are notorious for coping and getting hurt, then healing and doing it again until they're too hard to hurt anymore. The best-known example of combat ki is exhibited by Muay Thai kickboxers rolling glass bottles or baseball bats for hours on end for days. This pulverizes the nerve fiber between the shin bone and the skin, causing microfractures in the bone. These fractures are not large enough to disable the leg, and when they heal, the body compensates by adding extra calcium to the site of the break. Over time, the bone becomes harder than concrete, and without the nerves running in front of it, the kickboxer can kick a baseball bat and step on it. The same principle works for Roy's pelvis, which has suffered thousands of full-force kicks to the groin over the years, and is now thicker and harder than a normal pelvis. His testicles have suffered as much damage as the nerves in front of the kickboxer's shins, and now they no longer register pain in his brain. The TV show Sports Science puts him in the test via Jesse Justice Smith, a 6'8" martial artist who proceeded to kick Roy in the groin with 1,100 pounds of force, lifting him completely off the ground. An untrained target would suffer a broken pelvis from such a powerful blow. Roy kicked without any apparent indication of pain and received a good bill of health at the hospital. However, organ tissue does not harden like bone or calloused skin. Roy could easily have suffered testicular ruptures, which can kill from pain and shock, or blood loss. This is not to say that the shattered testicles cannot be reattached and must be removed. Which of these world records do you think is the deadliest? I hope you liked the video, and if yes, then kindly give this video a like and consider subscribing to my channel. And don't forget to smash the bell icon to get notified. We'll see you in the next video. Thanks and goodbye.